This is a video of the final test of 41220. What we're going to do is connect this to a test panel with some test instruments. I'm going to explain what we're going to see and hear in a second. Because this item has a considerable amount of power, we're going to actually hear the sound at a low volume. We're then going to turn it up, but we're going to then shift it into what's called a dummy load. The dummy load does not destroy my eardrums or this microphone on this camera. Before we do that, I'm going to explain some of our test equipment. Let me get the light off over here. And get the light off the glare. Okay. When we go to the dummy load, we're going to be able to see the, I'm going to change the position on this. Hang on. We're going to be able to see the audio on this device. Is called an oscilloscope. And if I get the light off it, we can see that better. There we go. Okay. And so let's back this out, and we'll start out with audio. But again, as we turn the volume up, we're going to have to go to a dummy load. We're also going to change from audio to a sine wave, which is how we test for distortion and power and things like that. It's a much more revealing test. So I'm going to turn the volume up, and you'll be able to hear. I think we've got probably sports channel on.
So, Drew, if you got less let me know and, toss it up when you turn that little screen. I'll be there. Yeah,
so this is what it looks like. I'll turn this down. This is what it looks like on the scope. Then we're going to go over to sine waves and run it to full power.
Okay. I ate good that day.
He's going to have all the turkey and some fixins too tonight. Saints lead the NFL in scoring average, and they've scored 30 points or more in 5 straight games. Still ahead on the Home Depot pregame show, we'll get you one step closer to kickoff. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League. 97.9 ESPN. When you cover every angle, almost drop, exhaust every lead.
Email after email.
I'm going to go kick it into the dummy load and then turn the volume up, and then we'll go to a sine wave. Okay, dummy load's on now. So let's turn the volume back up, and we'll be able to really pump out the full power of this. There you go. So now I'm going to turn the volume all the way down, and instead of running a dynamic signal like we were, I'm going to run a sine wave, which is a much more revealing test. Okay, I'll let you know what this sounds like. So I'll turn the speaker back on at low volume. Sounds like this. Where's our... But what I'm going to do, and this is what it looks like. This is going to probably distort the microphone as I turn the volume up. What I'm going to do is go to the dummy load, and then we'll be able to run this at full volume and not destroy the microphone or my hearing. There we go. And there you go at full volume. That's into 4 ohms. And the power meter, which is this device here, the horizontal bar, that's reading a little over 200 watts, which is what this item is rated into 4 ohms. And that's what a sine wave is supposed to look like. And this item exhibits clipping, which is a nice feature. As long as you don't short-circuit your speaker leads, it's a protection for the output amplifier. But that's beautiful sine wave, extremely low distortion. This item, as long as it's taken care of, and by that we usually mean run into the proper speaker impedance, and that's labeled in the owner's manual and on the back of this, and provided adequate ventilation. This should give many years of satisfactory service. Okay, so I'm going to turn the volume back down a little bit. Oh yeah. Turn the speakers back on. And go back to the
written a book and want to get it published? Page Publishing will get your book in
the dynamic signal. We're going to turn this
online
off.
at Amazon, Apple iTunes, and other.
We're going to turn this off and upload this, and then send the customer the link.